The Navajo Nation is located on 25,000 square miles within the states of Arizona, New Mexico, and Utah. The Navajos have been living here for thousands of years, and this is the 2008 Navajo Nation Council Delegates Horseback Ride, in which the Navajo people ride from different parts of the Navajo Nation to Window Rock. In this journey, the riders stop at established chapter houses to learn about the needs and concerns of the people. Chapter houses are the local form of government. Mr. Willie Gray Eyes is producing a documentary about this horse ride, and for that he invited me to film this event. For me, this is a chance to live like a Navajo for the next 7 days and connect with the land and the people, if only I can keep up with them. We are going to live in the saddle on a horse ride that covers more than 300 miles for the next 7 days. Along the way, we will be crossing desert land, volcanic fields, and narrow mountain passes. When we get to those mountains, anything can happen. We will see wild Mustangs racing across the desert plains, an ancient Anasazi structure built over thousands of years ago. I am Jose del Toro, and I'm going Navajo.
We want to thank everybody, and then especially you coming out again this year. This is your home, Jose. So don't ever think you're just a visitor. You're part of us. So it's always we always appreciate you coming out every year to see you out here. Like I said the other day, welcome home, and you're a part of us, brother. So thank you for everything you do, and I just want to say thank you to everybody here.
We appreciate your filming on this trail, and I thank Willie for really promoting this, and he's still continuing that. And I really admire his efforts and his accomplishment. That's accomplishment, not effort. It's accomplishment that he has done. Thank you.
On day 1 of this amazing horseback travel expedition, we begin this ride from Tabikin Chapter House. It will be a short ride to Shonto, where we'll have lunch.
Good morning, my name is Dale, my last name is Billa, 24 years old, and this is my first time here, riding with these guys out here, but you know, it's all good. I like it, I love it, and good luck to everybody. Yeah.
After a much needed lunch, we are heading towards Kayenta. We are entering the Navajo Nation volcanic field. Interesting volcano formations start to appear everywhere. The Navajo Nation volcanic field covers about 10,000 square miles within the states of Arizona, New Mexico, and Utah. According to geologists, these volcanoes erupted about 25 million years ago. We are getting closer to the dinosaur tracks, one of the many wonders of the Navajo Nation. KT boundary is a layer of ash left behind the meteor that wiped out the dinosaurs. Under this layer, you can find evidence of dinosaur life. This is one of the wonders that you will find around the beautiful Navajo Nation. We finished today's ride at Kayenta Rodeo Grounds, where we will camp under the stars. The Monument Valley is more than just a park or a famous movie location. it is home to the Navajo people, who have preserved their tradition, language, and culture. Volcanoes also created some of the most impressive formations in Monument Valley, which is part of the Navajo Nation Tribal Park.
My name is Jimmy Black. I represent the eastern portion of Counsil. And what we do is we get together from the 4 different directions. Each one has a representative. And we do all the planning, discussion, whatever needs to be done at the local level.
This morning, we wake up at Cayenta Rodeo Grounds. And now, we are heading to our Mexican Water chapter house. This is the second day that the riders are facing the Navajo volcanic field. Interesting volcano formations keep appearing everywhere. Here you can see lava coming down all the way from the sandstone. You have sandstone on both sides and lava all the way here coming down. This is another example of the finest Navajo Nation volcanic field. See you guys. The only way you can cross here if you are not a Navajo is to sit down on your butt and work your way across. If you fall, you're going down 5,000 feet on one side or 8,000 on the other. Because of the mobility that the horses gave to the Native Americans, the United States government began a campaign to eradicate the breed. From over 2 million horses in the 1800s, America's wild horse population had diminished to less than 25,000 today. 12 hours yesterday, 10 hours today. But now, the Navajo riders, they're gonna have a much deserved early rest. Last night, I was invited to a sweat lodge, and now all my muscle pain is gone, and the heat also opened my airways. Today, we travel to Tisnos Post. The riders and their horses are still full of energy and high spirits. It is unbelievable how beautiful and strong these horses are. They have a lot of stamina and they are fast too. Throughout the ride, the Navajo people demonstrate a deep sense of value for their culture by preserving their language and sharing their wisdom of their ancestors with the next generation. Breaking a Mustang is very dangerous, but the Navajo men are tough. They are made out of steel. It is also dangerous for the horses. We end today's ride at Tisnos Post.
Are tison de shkijuwate the Bayaj Kabatin, or the Ade Yaisish, Nagade Tats, Ede, Neta, Nita, Nasta, and share or the Schneider. Kentucky Fried Chicken, Nasta. Ere yan laten na nestena or roda production jixpen.
A lot of sent Willie Korea is I know him for a long time. He's a good man. He knows a lot of plans. I wish him luck. So he's a good man.
This morning, the riders and horses are taking in a slower pace, as we are only halfway to our final destination, Window Rock. This afternoon, we left the horse trail and took a shortcut. While I stay back to film the riders, I get lost. I was so lucky that I found our support group, but they were lost too.
Then if we get lost again, we'll call you again.
What it just happened here is that we did get lost and internet came to our rescue. We found our way out. God bless Google. We finished today's ride at Lukachikai, where we enjoy a Navajo rodeo.
Well, friends, so far we have 3 qualified rides. In the lead, we have a 70.
The Anasasis were an advanced civilization. In 700 BC, they settled in North America. They built huge architectural wonders thousands of years ago. Suddenly, 650 years ago, their entire civilization disappeared, leaving behind a mystery that is out of this world.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Willie Gray Eyes. Organized the ride for this year's Navajo Nation Council Summer Session 2008. We came through several communities, started from Zapikin, went to Kianta, Benahoto, Mexican Water, Red Mesa, Tisa's Bus, and then Cove, Rat Valley, and came over to Lukachikai last night. So for this morning, that'll be it. Thank you.
It's going to be very hot today, so riders and horses need a lot of water for the long journey ahead. The Sundance ceremonies are not practiced by the Navajos, but I was fortunate enough to be present at one. We end the day at Crystal Chapter House. In May 1942, the first 29 Navajo recruits attend boot camp at Camp Pendleton, Oceanside, California. This first group created the Navajo Code. Navajos could encode, transmit, and decode a 3-line English message in 20 seconds. Machines of the time require 30 minutes to perform the same job. A code that the Japanese never broke and helped America and her allies to win the war.
My name is Mr. John Brown Jr. I'm the former tribal councilman from Crystal, New Mexico. Just for your information, I'm one of the main Navajo code talkers that served in the Second World War, and I was fortunate enough to get a gold medal from President Bush September 26, 2002 in Washington, D.C. There's only about 3 original code talkers that's still alive. Myself here in this area, and there's one in Phoenix, and there's one in Albuquerque. The one that really were the one that first created the code that was in 1942 in San Diego, California. Even our own Navajo that speaks Navajo didn't quite understand what the hell we were talking about, you know, because it was coded. There are some other tribe that said they was code talkers in the First World War and so forth, but their language was not coded. We're the only one. I was a speaker in a lot of places, university. I even went to Hollywood and Denver, and I met a lot of white people. They are speaking like you. They like to thank me and all that. We don't consider ourselves heroes. There's a lot of people that helped win the Second World War anyway, not only us. Okay, we're going to go home now.
Man, I want to thank you really, Mr. Brown. What you did for us is unbelievable.
Sure.
And I have no words to say thank you, really. Today's ride is a short one. We are only 29 miles away from Window Rock, Arizona. The Navajo riders are enjoying the short ride after riding for over 300 miles for the past 6 days.
Okay, my name is Valentine McGay, and this is my horse Goldie, and we've been riding for the past week, and I live in Big Water, Utah. And the ride is pretty okay. It's like kind of rough, but you can take it.
You're great.
We stopped to pay our respects at the Navajo Nation Veteran Cemetery. Late afternoon, we arrived at the Navajo Nation Fairgrounds in Window Rock.
Mr. Willie Greyeyes.
Start basikai. Arointa. Jerry Piquet, Grazing Committee member, and then Lady Simpson. Arointa. Jimmy Black, Chanto, Charlie Piquet. Arointa. Sarah Piquet. Arointa Valentina Piquet. Arointa Casmore Chi. Arointa Dale Villa. Arointa Jose Del Torres. L.A. de Nataha.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you, Mr. Willie Gray Eyes.
On Monday, July 21, we have a horse ride procession from the Navajo Nation Fairgrounds to the Navajo Nation Council Chambers at the foot of the famous Window Rock. This year's horse ride expedition was a success, all the way from Tabikin to Window Rock, and we thank everybody who had lent their voices, and we also extend our appreciation to the participants who have lent their listening ears.
Willie Gray Eyes.
You know, Leslie and I started this ride 12 years ago. We never thought it'd get this big. Not only the horse ride, but we just got done with this, probably the second annual Tours de Reyes, White Riders, about the second year they're doing it.
So I see you're still running, and now you know how to ride a horse. Finally, you learn how to ride the Navajo way.
For me, this has been an opportunity to connect with one of the most beautiful cultures of this world. Riding a horse through the Navajo volcanic field was amazing. The sweat lodge lifted my spirits to a whole new level. Also, getting so close to those Mustangs and learning about the Anasazi civilization is an experience that I can never forget.